What's up, Bay fam, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. I know that this week I released a video telling you that I was gonna release only a video only when I'm gonna have some new Terrakatomi stuff to review, but like the old saying says, only crazy people don't change their mind, and I'm not crazy, so I'm changing my mind. No, but honestly, one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this video is because the Wave 6 of the Beyblade Burst Pro Series released by Hasbro was actually released this week. So therefore I'm gonna talk to you and review all the amazing 3 bays that was inside of this series. Of course, normally I would do with the boxes with everything, but I don't have the box because I lost them. And yeah, that's bad. But anyways, let's go forward with the presentation of these amazing bays. Now, the first bay I'm gonna show to you guys is Tak Luenor. Amazing, right? Beautiful color, some purple with the red. And of course with the disc frame being this wonderful blue shade and the driver being purple. Now this bay is a balance type left side spin because as Luenor is, it's a left side. So yeah, we have the beautiful Zwei, not Zwei, but Tak Luenor right here, and I'm gonna take it apart to show you guys all the different pieces, chip and all. And of course the weight and the Tak layer being an evolution layer due to the Tak blade. Sorry, I have something. Okay, no. Let's start with the chip, the GT chip. So this is the GT chip of Tak Luenor. Classic Luenor being two-headed dragon. It's not technically two-headed dragon, but it's two dragons' head. And if you compare it to his Zwei Luenor chip, except for the coloring and the overall look of it, it's still pretty much the same thing. Looking badass as always. So this is for the chip. The weight that comes with it, since it's a GT bay, is this one here, the Su weight. Now, I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly, and I'm sorry if I don't. But the actual pronunciation is Su, because the letters of the name is S-O-U. So, Su. If you're not happy with that, sue me. Don't do it, but you know what I mean. So here we have the Su weight. And as all the other weights of Beyblade Burst Pro Series or Beyblade Burst GT, whatever you like it, are pretty much the same idea. They're there to add some metal to your layers and also add some weight to it, so you can have some better performance depending on the type of your bay. Now, as for the Tak energy layer, here we have it. This layer is an evolution layer due to the fact of these blades right here. As you can see, one of them is peeking out like that. These spike will be either free moving depending on the weight that you use, or they're gonna be locked in place due to the weight that you put with it. If we put the original weight that comes with it, these two weight, you're gonna have this pin right here and this pin right here, sorry about my fingers, being completely locked and not able to go back inside. If we use, for an example, the one that Zwei Luenor comes with, there we go, you're gonna see that these two are locked and these two are locked. As for this one right here and this one right here are free moving still. So imagine if you use a 6-point weight, all the blades become lock. So it depends on what weight you want to use with it, and depending on how much of an attack type you want more than a balance type. Of course, you could always decide to go with the original design and don't care about customization, because after all, your bay is your bay and you decide what you want to do with it. Now that we see the energy layer, let's go to the Forge disc. Now, the Forge disc comes with a disc frame, but the Forge disc itself is the 12 Forge disc. Now, if we remove the frame, we can see it a little bit closer like this. I think I saw a Forge disc like this with Hell Salamander in the series of GT. Not GT, but Beyblade Burst Turbo. So the Chosi series. I'm not 100% sure, but as always with Terrakatomi and Hasbro, we can see different type of forge disc with the different type of blades, and sometimes even similar ones. Hey, it doesn't change anything. And we have here the disc frame, that is the cross disc frame, with 4 point of action, as you can see right there, like the 4 point of the cardinal north, south, east, and west. And it goes like this, beautiful cross frame. And if we go with the driver, this is the Trans Dash driver. Now, as you guys know, when it becomes a dash driver, it's because it has that red spring lock that is actually more heavy than the original white ones. Yeah, that sounded a bit weird. No. Anyways, as you can see here at the tip, you're gonna see that it is a little tiny tip right there. This is the stamina mode of this driver, but if you click it just like so, it becomes attack type because the tip goes inside of the driver, and now it's flat. So that's how you can transform it to to attack to stamina. So let's put that bad boy back up. That's it. There we go. So there we have the TAC Luenor. Pretty awesome. I didn't make any test spin yet. I'm gonna do a test spin later on, probably tomorrow, probably tonight, who knows. But this is TAC Luenor. Now, up to the second one. The second one is kind of a weird one. It's called Knockout Odax. Now, I'm not even sure if this bay was in any of the series because I didn't watch all of them, unfortunately. I should have, but I didn't. So here we have the Odax Knockout, as it's called. This one, I won't lie, it's a heavy boy. Like, the weight of that bay on its own, I think it's one of the heaviest bay I have so far. Even, no, never mind. Some of my DB bays are pretty heavy as well, but this one, in my all Pro Series bays, it's the heaviest one. It's crazy. Now, as you can see, it has also a metal driver, which is not fully metal like the charged metal, but it's pretty damn cool, and it looks almost like the Umbrella Corporation symbol, and I just noticed that. Yeah, crazy. Now let's take it apart. It's a right. Sorry about that. It's a right spin. I think it's either stamina or balance. That's the thing I don't remember. Give me a second to check real quick. I think it's a stamina, but I think at the same time it's probably balance. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna find the information for you guys. But just as the fact, this own bay, it's actually very, very heavy. Probably just because of the metal itself, because it has a lot of metal on it. I'm going to show to you guys everything that you need to know. Wave 6, Knockout Odax. I don't care about the ads. So yeah, stamina. See, I found the info that I wanted already. It's a stamina type, right spin bay, from the Beyblade Burst Pro Series, of course. No. It has a disc frame and also an amazing driver that I think it's the first time I have it. Actually, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty happy about that, to have it for the first time, this particular driver, because unless the other than the actual charged metal driver that I have for my Gatling Dragon, is the first time that I have another metal driver like this. It's kind of amazing. No, okay, never mind. So let's put it. Let's pull all the pieces. There we go. So we're gonna start with the Odax chip. So this is Odax. It almost looked like Zwei Luenor, actually, if you look at that correctly. Unless the fact that you have the red here that represent the eye of the Spectre, it's literally like a Zwei Luenor. It almost has two faces, almost like also Judgment Joker has. It actually has two faces, I think, because it's two helmets. It's just that they didn't make a red eye on that part. Yeah, it's two face. So that's for the chip. The weight that comes with it is the Go weight. A pretty unique weight. First time that I have a weight like this with, oops, 3 pressure points right here and only 2 on that side. It's kind of amazing, and I think it's one of the reasons why this bay is so heavy, actually. But as a stamina type, it makes probably a lot of sense more than anything else. Sorry about that. So here we have the knockout energy layer, or blades if you prefer. Right spin, like I said, amazing design, and if you look correctly, all around here you have some metal inside of the energy layer. It's full on metal, a very heavy bay. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. If we go with the Forge disc, we have the Forge disc 11, so technically not the first time that we have that Forge disc, but it's the first time that I'm gonna present this layer that actually was, I think, presented first with Vice Leopard in Beyblade Burst Turbo. But here we have the 11 disc. Like I said, this disc is probably also very common, but it's pretty amazing that I have another copy of it, because it's always cool to have a disc that can have a frame attached to it. Now, here we have the lift disc, the lift frame, to be more precise, which is a 2-side frame, like many of the others I presented before, like the, I think it's called Chainsaw, but I'm not sure. The one that the Hades sorry. So with the lift, you could put it in 2 different modes, either downside like this, more like, yeah, or you could put it upward like this, where it's gonna go more like the up. Like I said, with Vice Leopard, we saw this one with Vice Leopard in Beyblade Burst Turbo. I'm not sure if another bay used it before, but I know that this one is one of the one I saw myself. And the performance tip, or driver, is called the Octa driver. Probably because it's an octagon. I'm gonna... I'm good. Dankeschön. So yeah, sorry, I have a little bit of sniffles. Don't worry, I'm not COVID. It's just weather. Anyways, so we have the Octa driver. I can't wait to see the result of this driver inside of the stadium, because as I said with Tag Luenor, I didn't do any test spin so far. I'm gonna do some more later on. But also, what I wanted to say with this video, because I forgot to tell you about at the start, is that I'm gonna do some modification with these bays, and in my next battle marathon or battle tournament, depending on how I'm gonna do it, you probably won't see those bays, because I'm actually gonna just tear them apart and keep the pieces because they're just cool. Of course, I'm gonna keep the pictures of them that I took and put inside of my album completely untouched, because I want to remember how they were made in case I decide to put them back together and do a big marathon with all of my Pro Series bays that I have left. So let's put this bad boy back together. Right spin, stamina. Like I said, very heavy. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do inside of the stadium when I'm gonna launch it. It's gonna be bonkers. So, the last but not least, we have here Venom Devilos. Yes, Venom Devilos. It's true that technically they did the same thing as they did with Command Dragon and Ace Dragon. I'm gonna tell you why. Because with Ace and Command, they were both released in 2 different waves, but Command was released before Ace, and Master Devilos was released before Venom Devilos. So, to be more precise about that, in Wave 1, we had Chosi Valkyrie, as well as Chosi Archelaus with Orb and Guard, 3 turbo bays. In the Wave 2, we had Perfect Phoenix, Judgment Joker, and Zwei Luenor, which is 2 of the GT bays and 1 of the turbo bays. In Wave 3, we had Sol Balkesh with Command Dragon and as well as Lord Spriggan. Again, 3 bays from the GT era. In Wave 4, we had Master Devilos, Ace Dragon, and Poison Cobra. So as you can see, we had Command Dragon before Ace Dragon, and now we had also Master Devilos before Venom Devilos. the opposite of everything. And wave 5, of course, we had Union Achilles, Prime Apocalypse, and Harmony Pegasus. And now wave 6, we have Attack Luenor, Knockout Odax, and Venom Devilos. Now this, I'm actually very happy because thanks to Command Dragon, I do have the original piece that comes with Venom Devilos as well as Erase Devilos, the Vanguard Forge disc. That's why I'm saying I'm going to do some modification with these bays, is because I'm actually going to take the disc that it has and remove it to place this one, and probably change the driver that it has to place either the Ultimate Reboot Dash or the Drift Dash, the Drift driver. So, first of all, let's take Master Devilos apart, so I can show you all the pieces. It goes like this. And one of the, actually the driver that comes with Master Devilos, I'm probably going to use it for my Valkyrie actually, because it's a very awesome driver that is very good with Valkyrie. I'm going to show it to you guys why. But first, let's start with the Devilos chip. Now, yes, this is the Devilos chip. It's not a mistake or anything, it's the Devilos chip. The entire gold part here, as well as some part of the middle, and the other gold part here, it's all metal. So, yeah, that's pretty damn cool, I must admit. And also something that is very awesome with this bay, with this chip, is it actually can be placed with either a left side energy layer or right side energy layer without any problem. But due to the design of Master Devilos, I already tried with the energy layer to put this bad boy on, and it doesn't work. So yeah, but if you like, you could do something like this. Put it on Zwei Luenor layer, so you have yourself a Zwei Devilos. Pretty cool, right? It looks menacing as heck, but I prefer with the original, so I'm just gonna take this apart. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't have any weight that is combined with it. It's just itself like this, although when you look at it, it looks almost like this, so not too bad. For an attack type, it's pretty damn cool. Here we have the Venom energy layer, all red and black. Of course, it's not like the original Venom like in Spider-Man, where they would be having some white to it, but it's pretty damn cool, and I really love the design of the black and white, the black and red. It's amazing. It's looking for your blood. So let's put the energy layer back together like this. So with this bay, since of course it's not the original format of Terakatomi, it comes with two other pieces that are not the original ones, unfortunately, but still pretty cool as always. We have here the Author Forge disc, Forge disc that we already seen before, very balanced for a Forge disc with a lot of ability for stamina and energy. And we have the variable dash driver. Now, this driver is an evolution driver due to the fact that this little driver here, all the tips that you see here will eventually wear down and disappear from the driver and become completely flat, so it would have more speed and more attack power. That is one of the driver that is considered to be unique to Vault and his Valkyrie, due to the fact that most of the time Vault will have an evolution driver with his Valkyrie Blaze. But like I said, I'm gonna do some modification right now, and I'm gonna do some test spin as well. But I'm gonna already put the Vanguard Forge disc with my Master Devilos, due to the fact that this Forge disc works actually very well with Master Devilos. Now, of course, I don't have the driver that is able to create a clone. I don't think we will ever have that with Hasbro. If you want that, absolutely, you need to get yourself the original Master Devilos that comes with the energy layer to be able to do Erase Devilos as well. So here we have Venom Devilos with the Vanguard Forge disc and the Ultimate Reboot driver. Like I said, I'm gonna do some test spin, probably not in a video right now, probably later on. I'm not sure. But for now, this is pretty much what I wanted to present to you guys. So, I'm sorry if this video was a bit muffled. I'm still working through some process that I have to work with. But as soon as I'm able to regain everything as normal and my head is able to be straightforward, I'm gonna be back with my original self and be able to give you guys the content that you deserve. Although, I think I did pretty good. So, like usual, as always, stay safe guys, and spin out! See you next time!